Hello guys, this is me Nathan. I started a new channel, YouTube channel, which here I will be spreading some spoilers, free and opinions and rating of a series or films, Netflix or whatever. Yes, so obviously this is a new start of my YouTube channel. I bear with me, guys. I do not know how to use like these graphics and like that, but I will begin, then we will progress more. So, yes, today we're gonna begin with like sex education season 4. So, as we saw yesterday, Netflix aired sex education season 4, which it is really low in Rotten Tomatoes. It is like 45% audience score. It was, yes, a really disappointing season, and obviously it was not a full disappointing season. I will explain because, as I said, this is a spoiler-free review, and I will say. Let's begin. The couples. The couples were really amazing. I really saw them moving great. Ruby for me carried the show. Also Maeve. I'm gonna speak about Maeve and Douglas for sure, because you know what happened. I will say as well. Eric, usual Eric, he he is good. Adam, yes, Adam is. I really loved Adam how he progressed from season to season. He really loves his dad as also. We saw a good bond of relationship between them. Um, we saw many new people, which for me they weren't annoying. Usually new people like season 3, the people were like annoying, but season 4 weren't annoying, the people. Um, Overall, I saw it good, but like I rated like 5 out of 10. And the thing is, okay, we see that in the first episode, in the first 3 minutes, which Netflix gave us like a sneak peek, we see that Amamaki, which is Maeve, is sending a note pic to Otis. Otis is finding difficult to send her a note pic, and he doesn't send her, and he makes her like phone. He talks with Eric as well, and Eric tells him to come on, send it, bro. Don't know what is the thing. Obviously Otis apologizes for not sending the pic, and they try to have a phone call 6, which they manage. Um, the thing is that we find it disappointing because Maeve came back to America, which that is came back to England, sorry, which that is really amazing. But she came back because of her mother's death, which her mother died with an overdose, drug overdose. Yeah, this disgusting was that her brother didn't care like about it because in the funeral he was like, she did, she died, and like that. But Maeve for me really progressed from being like, I don't give a fuck to come on. She, I liked her how she is doing. The actress, she is really talented. Hopefully she will win an award. But let's jump to this. We see that Maeve and Otis bond with together also. They have a date in episode 5, which this wasn't. It wasn't that amazing. When we saw that they were gonna have a date, we were like, finally, we're gonna have a date. But this is the problem. Why the writers just gave us a date, Maeve and Otis, but Otis and goes between them and sit also between them. Yes, we after we see it that she go in a taxi, Otis gives the taxi driver to the runner. Then we see this was like amazing this scene. We see that Otis and Maeve are gonna go to back to Moordale school. They trespass. And yes, Maeve is drunk, but I wasn't sure that she was drunk like exactly. But she tries to have sex with Otis. Otis begin to have like trauma, um, and he tell her stop because he slept with Ruby. Obviously, when he slept with Ruby, he confessed to Maeve. He told her the truth that he didn't have sex like that, but Maeve said like you. Also, they have the funeral. Otis goes to the funeral of Maeve's mother. He tries to comfort her, but Maeve doesn't like want to know about him. After the funeral, also yes, there was Mr. Hendricks in the funeral, which he sang "With or Without You," which that was really in tears, man. That was really in tears. As I said, Otis tries to comfort Maeve, but Maeve like, I don't want you. But then we see them together, and Otis tell him that he's sorry, that he was so pathetic, that he missed her, that he loves her, and Maeve told her, promised that he didn't do anything with Ruby, and they said promise. And then they go home alone, with obviously with Otis' bike. Um, yes, they try to have sex. Otis begin to have like trauma and like that. Anxiety. He remembers about his mom and like that, and they will have sex. They sleep together. Also, they have like many love scenes, many kiss scenes, which they were really amazing for sure. I really liked those two relationships and those two people, and their bond of relationship was like a good couple for me. I really liked Otis and May from season one, but now this is gonna be this is where it's gonna be disappointing. Okay, so we see also that Otis' mom invites Maeve to a dinner, which Maeve first doesn't accept, but then she accepts because Otis' mom wants to know Maeve better. They have a dinner, and Maeve like cuts her hand, and like Otis' mom help him, which is Jean obviously, helps her, sorry, helps her, and like she tells that she is really good for America to Maeve, and she also encouraged her to go back to America so that she will continue and finish the book that she is writing. Obviously, then we see a scene where Otis and Maeve are together. Maeve wears Otis' shirt, which that for me was like, oh my god, man. Oh my god. Um, I was already in tears when I saw Maeve's with the t-shirt of the Otis. Um, then Maeve confessed to Otis that she loves him and she thinks that she's going back to America. Then the thing is that Otis told her if she's coming back, and she told him, I don't know. Obviously, she don't know. Um, uh, Then but she told him that they could work things out. But this is the thing. Otis tells her that I think that they can't work the things out. But then she tells her I loves you, and they have like a goodbye sex. After like 4 seasons, they gave us one sex scene, which is less than 5 minutes. Come on, man. We really hope that they have something, but only 5 minutes. Come on. Okay, but the section was really nice and amazing. Everyone was in tears also. Um, yes, but she has to go back to America, and then they like break up. What was the point of having sex when they were knew that they were going to break up? I'm fine with a better sweet ending, but this is just like nothing. Um, um, I expected better out of the characters also. Like when Maeve met Jean, I thought that Jean was gonna ask her if she wrote some books and or can I have something like that. Um, um, and also I understand that Maeve wanted to leave Murder because she told all this, but also it's things that happens in life and couples can't be together. But we just didn't see them as a couple. We saw they said one love you in the whole season. Come on, man. Yeah, for me they should be already together in a season three and educate them more. For me, the writers were lazy to bring as a beauty, example, the trauma, the Otis trauma, or have his son in their date. Like, why? That is a big obstacle that we disagree on. Why do you have your aunt in your date? Come on, man. Yes, unfortunately they break up. Um, uh, then we see that Maeve still thinks about Otis because she tells him that she landed, no contact for a bit, and Otis tells her, "Yes, it's the best for that." We see that Maeve still thinks about Otis because she also took his shirt with her, and she is sleeping with it. We see also Maeve's Otis reading Maeve's letter, which that was really I really sobbed in tears, man. When I am till now sobbing in tears when I hear the letter. The letter is really so touching and heartbroken moment. And the letter, they do not bring flashbacks. Yes, if they brought flashbacks to love, I will cry a lot. But in the letter we see that Maeve is wearing Otis' shirt. She is waking up in the middle of night to see in the sky, which remembers her into Otis. Yeah, the season finishes like that. Um, Look, I really love the show. I really love the show, but letting Maeve leave so early again, and also why she, also why didn't they spread the ashes with Otis? Come on, man. He would be great to be there. Um, they could do some another endings, like for example, ending one. They could not broken up, and they could like visit each other in summers or phone calls or like that. Ending two, they could do a gap timeline, like 2 years timeline, and Otis goes visit her as a surprise. Um, uh, yes, that was the ending. Everyone was hoping that Maeve and Otis were gonna be together, but unfortunately, no, that they just have a goodbye sex. I don't know why. Um, Everyone is really mad about the show because the ending was fucked up, as I said earlier. I don't know till now why they fucked up the ending because they could try something more. I know that Emma Mackey and Insutri Quatwa were gonna leave before season five because they didn't want to be in season five because other films and like that. But if they were gonna do a final season, they do not fast. I think they wrote the script very fast and the cinematography really fast. They should have taken the time because everyone, as I said, was hoping that Maeve and Otis will stay together, will remain together. Not we will see a breakup between them. Because, come on, everyone's hoping for that, and like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck just happened? Everyone was in tears for sure. Not only me was in tears when I see them that they are breaking up. Um, which it is also nonsense because Maeve really loves Otis. Maeve, she really loved Otis. She confessed her feelings that she loves him. She really loved him. Um, uh, as I said, the show wasn't that great. We saw very characters that were amazing, like Amy was really great. She and Isaac also make a great couple. Um, uh, Everything, every character was great. I didn't like as much. I didn't like character Zoe, then not that much. Ruby for me carried the season, even Maeve. Maeve, as I said earlier in this video, she deserves an award of the cryiness, of the betrayalness, and like that. She is really an amazing and talented actor, Maeve. But I still don't have the idea why they fucked up the show. For me, they could have stayed till season three, and they could have arranged season three that Maeve and Otis stays together. Yes, Maeve goes to America, but we know that Maeve and Otis are officially together. We didn't get that in the season that they are officially together, so that is nonsense. So yes, this is my spoiler-free review. As I said, thank you for listening to this video. Obviously, this is my room. Um, I still need to improve on like this and like this, but this is my first video. Um, uh, and yes, hopefully for me, we will see Otis and Maeve, which are Asa Butterfield and Emma Mackey in real life, on a screen time together as well, because their chemistry is really wow. Hopefully, we will see them again in the screen time. It was a hell of a journey of a sex education, which aired on 2019 till now, 2023. Um, Many people love the show, and also many people dislike the show, but much people love it. The thing is now that I don't know how it is. Obviously, it is finished. They can't do season five, so even if they were gonna do season five, I think Netflix would cancel it because of the audience score, which is like 40%. I think they will cancel it. Um, uh, and yes, that's the thing. So I really liked Segregation, but this season, as I said, it was like a little bit disappointing. So I don't know. Hopefully we will see Emma McKay and Asa Butterfield on screen time again, because I really like their relationship, their bond, even they are really, really good friends in real life, but also in Sutri Gatwa. Um, and hopefully we see them. Yes, that is my spoiler-free review. Thank you for listening. Remember, this is my first video, so I don't want like hate comments or like that. But yes, thank you for listening to this video, and we'll see you more for new videos, upcoming videos. Thank you. Peace out.